Saint Francis of Assisi, October 4th, patron of Catholic Action. Francis Bernardoni, the founder of the three Franciscan orders, was born at Assisi, Italy in 1181. His father was a wealthy merchant of the town. During a year's imprisonment at Perugia, due to his participation as a knight in an unsuccessful campaign against that town, and again during a prolonged severe illness, Francis became aware of a vocation to a life of extraordinary service to the Church of Christ. Inspired at the age of 25 by the scripture passage of Matthew commanding the disciples to evangelize the world without possessions, Francis abandoned his affluent way of life and began to live a life of radical poverty. Disinherited by his father, Francis went away penniless to wed Lady Poverty, and to live a life that was poorer than the poor whom he served. His example soon drew followers to his way of life. 3 years later, in 1210, when his companions numbered 12, he sought and received approval of Pope Innocent III to lead a life according to the rule of the Holy Gospel, and they became a band of roving preachers of Christ in simplicity and lowness. Thus began the Friars Minor, or Lesser Brothers. Up and down the extent of Italy, the brothers summoned people to faith and penitence. They refused even corporate ownership of property, human learning, and ecclesiastical preferment. St. Francis himself never became a priest out of humility, and at first only some of his band were in holy orders. Francis' practice of evangelical poverty and devotion to the humanity of Christ warmed the hearts of a world growing cold, and soon a vast Franciscan movement was sweeping through Europe. In 1219, over 5,000 Franciscans gathered at Assisi for the famed chapter of Mass. To accommodate this religious revival, Francis founded a second order through St. Clare of Assisi for cloistered nuns, and a third order for religious and laity of both sexes.